Caitlin Clark answered the bell tonight with a magnificent 37 points, 10 assists. She knocks down a career high 8 threes, goes 8 for 12 from 3 point range, was on an absolute heater tonight. You can't say enough about how she played tonight. The Fever win 113-90 over Chicago. And this is one night after she really kind of fell off the map in the final 3 minutes against the New York Liberty when she failed to box out a couple of times, cried about a no call, then came back and fouled you know, fouled, I think it was Pauline Estier, got beat a couple times by her. One of the rebounds she didn't get was Estier getting the rebound, getting fouled, making a couple of free throws. Then she makes a layup over Caitlin Clark. Clark misses a three that would have given them the lead. A lot of mistakes by Caitlin in those final 3 minutes of last night's game. And tonight she answers the bell. Aaliyah Boston is out. I presume her knee bothered her or something like that. And Caitlin Clark came out with a point to prove. You could see it as the game started. She was going coast to coast on stuff. Heck, not even passing the ball, to be honest. Going coast to coast, getting some layups, being very, very, very aggressive. Almost a little bit too aggressive, to be honest, to start off, because that's why she turned the ball over a number of times in the first half, which did have an impact. Fever trailed 51-50 at halftime, despite Caitlin with 17 points and 5 assists. She also had 5 turnovers, which happened all in the first half. Second half, a completely different situation. Played so much better, played so much more under control, shot the ball exceptionally well, played a much cleaner game, had no turnovers in the second half, 5 more assists, 20 points in the second half, balled the hell out. And then Kelsey Mitchell joined the party herself after an uneventful first half with only 7 points. Kelsey Mitchell goes for 23 points in the second half to finish with 30. So you got 67 combined from Caitlin and Kelsey. And if you get that, you're going to win on most occasions. It'll be very rare that you don't win the game when those two play like that together. But hey, welcome back, everyone, to Indiana Fever Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Hit that like button, hype button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell. Leave your comments. This was the end of a 5-game road trip. The Fever needed to leave Chicago with a win, particularly after starting the road trip off with a couple of wins, losing to Dallas and New York, and you going into Chicago. Even though Chicago's been playing pretty decent of late with wins over the Liberty and the Golden State Valkyries, you're still supposed to win this basketball game. You're still supposed to go in and handle business. Now, when Aaliyah Boston's ruled out, now you got some things to be concerned about because you don't know what's going to happen. So without Aaliyah Boston, you knew there'd be a lot of questions tonight. The questions would come up with, one, the size issues. The Fever is a small team. You're missing your center. You're playing a team that has a 6'7" center in Camila Cardoso. The Sky is a big squad up front. So you knew you're gonna have to deal with that. So now it comes down to, what are Caitlin and Kelsey gonna do? Because they're gonna have both have big games for them to win this game. And on top of that, you got a big performance at Alexi Ho, who had 14 points on 6 of 8 shooting. You got Lexi Ho's best game of her season this year tonight. So you got important performances from players when you're missing a 6'5" big down low. Now again, Aaliyah Boston, a lot of criticism of Aaliyah Boston of late from a lot of people. Not happy with how she plays, not happy with the hub. And there are folks out there that might believe that they changed their offense. They did not change their offense. In fact, they ran the exact same crap they run all the time. What you got differently tonight was Caitlin Clark's aggression level. She was more aggressive, and she was aggressive early. But overall, they ran the same offense they always run. In fact, they played Mercedes Lewis, who had 3 assists, and Stephanie White praised her for her hub performance. So this isn't a team that really had anything different as far as the offense they ran. It's that you just didn't see Aaliyah Boston out there. And I know there's feelings about Aaliyah Boston, but she might be, and she might very well be the problem. She might be the problem because she doesn't know or really understand what her role really should be. I don't know. It's a possibility. I don't leave anything as an impossibility. You know what I mean? So when you think about that and you take a wider wider lens view, and you're objective and not subjective. You know that Leah Boston has her positives, she has her negatives, but she wasn't out there tonight, and the offense was exactly the same. They shot the ball exceptionally well, 53%. They made 18 threes out of 33. They were humming. They got 16 threes from Kelsey, Caitlin, and freaking Lexi Hall. Caitlin goes 8 for 12 from three. Kelsey Mitchell's 6 for 9 from three. They were on fire out there tonight, guys. Just what it is. You're not going to get these types of games every single night. It's just not reality. So, and it doesn't matter who it's against. Chicago's still in a WNBA franchise that just finished beating Golden State and New York back to back. So it's an important win for this team. They're the 4 seed right now. They got one more game before going into the break for the World Cup. They play Connecticut on Friday. After that, there's a 3-week break before they finish the season with their 4 final games. Right now, they're in that mix of between the 3 and the 6 seed. To be honest, if you look at it right now, you have you got Vegas sitting at 26 and 13. You've got Atlanta at 24 and 13. You got Indiana at 25 and 14. You got the Liberty at 23 and 15. So you got these 3 teams, how these 4 teams really all bundled up together. Really, it's Vegas, Atlanta, and Indiana. Really, it's the 3 to the 5 that are open for a debate and a conversation to see what can get done by all of these teams. Washington, I believe, is firmly entrenched at number. Well, not firmly, but they're entrenched at 7, and the Wings are at 8 right now at 22 and 16. The Mystics have that head-to-head with the Wings, so that's a 2-game advantage really than a half game or a game and a half advantage. They're a half game behind the Liberty at 23 and 15. So a lot of basketball. There's still a few games to get played after the break, but you pretty much these are your playoff teams. Everybody else is pretty much eliminated. I know Portland's not officially eliminated yet, but they're going to be eliminated soon enough. Probably one more game, and then they're gone because Washington's already clinched their playoff spot at 22 and 15. So one more loss by Portland or one more win by Dallas, and that's donezo. Your playoff will be set with 4 or 5 games left. That's crazy. But Caitlin played great tonight, man. She shot the ball exceptionally well, and she answered the bell, man. That's all you can ask for. You make mistakes, you fail at what your goal was against the Liberty. You failed there, but you step back up, you get back on the horse, you show up, you perform, and look. When it comes down to it, guys, this team, realistically, I know people don't like it. I know people don't want to hear it. This team is not a championship level team, folks. It really isn't. It's not a championship level team because even tonight, they did outscore Chicago 30-13 in the fourth quarter. I know Stephanie White was real going gung ho about the defense in the fourth quarter. This guy shot 51%. This guy shot 51%, man. The Fever defense still stunk for most of the game. This team doesn't defend and it doesn't rebound. They got out rebounded. And quite frankly, I mean, even with the fourth quarter, they still shot 51%. So that should tell you how bad they are defensively. Their lack of defense, lack of rebounding, and lack of depth are going to come back and bite them in the ass. I hope they make a good run, but I don't expect it. I just think you have to be realistic about what they've got as a team. There's parts that are missing. Now, there was some stuff that popped off tonight with this Enes Kanter situation. Enes Kanter shows up at the game. He's courtside or whatever. You got to wonder if this was something that was set up by the WNBA at this point. Apparently, he's wearing a T-shirt here that says adult. A woman is a noun, adult, human, female. And he was sitting courtside at some point, stepped up, and then got into it with one wonderful Natasha Cloud, who, of course, lets you know what she thinks. But here is Enes Kanter right here.
And right before the break, this was the scene inside Wintrust Arena.
And you can see Natasha Cloud's going crazy off. She's yelling at Enes Kanter right there. He's got his hands out like this, like as if, what are you going to do? You're going to go fight him, Natasha? He's 7 foot tall and 260 pounds. You're not doing a damn thing, Miss Crash Out. Like, give me a break. They're holding her back as if something's going to happen right here. I mean, let's stop the cap, guys. Okay. And then apparently, they remove Enes Kanter from the facility, and they say you got to go. I don't know if he paid for that ticket. I have no idea. This was in the third quarter when this apparently happened. Like I said, Caitlin Clark right here, just for your viewing eyes as well. Here's Caitlin right here. Caitlin Clark has more 30-point, 10 assist games than the rest of the WNBA history combined. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Again, she carries this league. We know it. We all know it. Oh, don't do that shit. That's just dirty. Come on. People gotta not some of the stuff that people post is despicable, man. Seriously. Seriously, guys. Like, if you're a Caitlin Clark fan and you see people posting crap about, racial shit, like, you need to tell them folks to stop, man. It's despicable. Here are some highlights tonight from Caitlin Clark's performance.
intention for
Here's some highlights from her performance tonight. Right here. So here is it. Let me open this up better. Of course, this is freezing up on me right now. Why won't it open up? Popping a three right there. Boom. That's early on. Another three right there. Boom. She had 17 in the first half. She had 20 in the second half. Another three right there. Boom. She was on when that was in Dejanay Carrington's face. Whatever happened to Dirtbag Dejanay tonight, man? She kind of didn't show up. All that shit talking she did. Where was she at? I mean, she ran her mouth pretty good. You know what I mean? She had a lot to say tonight about, or a lot to say about this game. Remember, she calendared this game, and tonight, what did Dejanay Carrington do? Literally nothing. She had 7 points, 3 of 11, utter garbage. Didn't do shit because she's a role player. Caitlin for three, bang. Caitlin for three again, bang. Caitlin for three again, bang. That's with a hand in her face. She was rolling. Another bang. Just go. Another one, bang. Can't stop me. Can't even hope to contain me in this one tonight. That's how Caitlin was rolling, bro. But anyhow, y'all leave y'all thoughts in the comments. Caitlin goes for 37 and 10. Kelsey Mitchell, 30 points. Fever win by 23 over the Chicago Sky. They don't see the court again until Friday. But good way to finish off a road trip. And a good way to answer the bell after you kind of shit the bed on Saturday night on the last 3 minutes. So kudos, Caitlin Clark, for stepping up as you needed to step up tonight the way we expect of you, man. So that's all I got. Y'all leave y'all thoughts in the comments, like the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel. Do appreciate y'all. This is Indiana Fever Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.